What is going on, dudes? My name is Danger and welcome to a new video. Today, guys, I'm doing another top countdown video for you guys. However, it is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones that you have seen on my channel. So instead of it being about Call of Duty like most of them normally are, we're going to be doing a different topic for you guys today. That topic is the top 5 games that I'm looking forward to in 2017, obviously 2017 being next year. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have enough room in this list to list every single game that I am looking forward to, so you guys go ahead and leave me your top 5 down in the comment section below for 2017, what games you're looking forward to. I'll definitely make sure to read all the comments and all that kind of stuff, so yeah. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this top countdown, top 5, top list, top whatever, list, countdown thing, shall we? Let's do that. So, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Sonic Project 2017. Now, I have never really been all that much of a Sonic fan, mostly because of the games within the recent years have not been all that great. But, I digress. It's not really that bad. Not much is known about this new game, but there is something that we do know. Sonic Project 2017 is a new 3D game, Sonic game, to be specific. Set to be released sometime next year. It is developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega. The game appears to be a sequel to Sonic Generations, as the classic Sonic character made an appearance in the short reveal trailer we got earlier this year. The game will have a number of platforms it is released on, including PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo NX as its project name was at the time. And honestly, that's going to be pretty good because it is a Nintendo game, and obviously I am a huge fan of Nintendo. I don't know if I'm actually going to get it on the Nintendo Switch, but it is still a possibility. Just so I can play it on the go and wherever I'm at, if I'm in school or if I'm out in public or whatever, I can just sit down and play Sonic if I want to, which is really cool and a really nice idea to think of. So yeah, guys, on to our number 4 spot. And at our number 4 spot, we have Ukulele. Ukulele is a 3D platformer developed by Platonic Games, who previously was part of Rareware, and published by Team 17. The game features a chameleon named Yuka and best friend Lele the Bat, and is a spiritual successor to the critically acclaimed Banjo-Kazooie games, which was developed by Rareware. So obviously now Platonic is part of Rareware, and they are going on and making Ukulele, while the actual Rareware is forced by Microsoft just to basically do nothing with Banjo-Kazooie recently. So you know what, they're just like, let's go ahead and start a GoFundMe, see if people actually want this. People obviously did. It got a lot of money raised, and they were able to start developing this game and to make it. So yeah, that's really nice. Let's see, oh yeah. The game seems to be nearing completion and is set to be released within the first quarter of next year on PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and PC. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be seeing a Nintendo Switch release. But however, whenever the trailer was released, the Nintendo Switch wasn't actually revealed yet. At the time, I believe it was just not Nintendo Switch, Nintendo NX. And that was just a project name, so obviously I guess they just didn't really want to put a project name on there. But who knows, it might be released on there. It might already be revealed that it's released on there. I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere online. But if it is, go ahead and let me know. But yeah, the game looks really amazing and really fun to play, and hopefully will restore the 3D platforming genre to its former glory. So a lot of 3D platformers recently just haven't really been all that great. There haven't been many released within the past few months, years even. It's just been main series stuff like Mario and all that kind of stuff, and there hasn't even been a lot of those, to be honest. There's Super Mario 3D Land, which wasn't really much of a, it was a 3D platformer, but it was more like the 2D games than the regular 3D Mario games that you normally see. But yeah, so that's it for number 4. Hopefully we will be seeing more of Ukulele with a sequel and maybe some spin-off games and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully it'll continue for a while to come, and the Platonic Games will have a lot of success with it. So yeah. Moving on to our number 3 spot. For the number 3 spot, we have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Now this is the part of the top 5 where it got really hard to rank these games in order with one another. So yeah, it was really hard to choose which to put in within this top 3. Oh, actually, I knew which ones to put in within the top 3, but how to organize them was the hard part. So yeah, and obviously number 3 is RE7, Resident Evil 7. So yeah. Developed and published by Capcom, Resident Evil 7 is a first-person survival horror game using the newly developed Resident Evil engine, taking place, I believe, after the events of Resident Evil 6. I'm not sure about that. I haven't really read up on that, but I believe I saw it somewhere within a Capcom release or something like that. Yeah. The game is meant to take the series back to its survival horror roots, which it fell very far from over the last few years. So Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 obviously kind of move on to more action-y and instead of horror in its games. So, you know, people wanted it to go back to what it originally was meant to be, and that's what Capcom essentially are giving us with this game. After revealing the game at E3 2016, Capcom released a demo teaser for free on the PlayStation Store and has been updating it ever since with new features and story. You did see that on my YouTube, and I did a little kind of let's play video on it. It was like a 30-minute video of the teaser, but then obviously they updated it more, and you didn't actually see that, and I haven't actually played it. I'm probably not going to. I'm just going to wait until full release to actually play the game. Just because I don't really want to get into all that. I just want to play the actual game and yeah, see where it goes from there. The game is meant to be released January 24, 2017 on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation VR, so it's going to be one of the first main series things on the PlayStation VR. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to play this game. I've always been a fan of Resident Evil for as long as I can remember, for the most part. I started out with Resident Evil 4, then moved on to the other games before that, and then I did get Resident Evil 5 and 6, and now I'm going to be playing 7. Mostly just stick to the main series games, but I did play Resident Evil Revelations once. I didn't really like it all that much, but I didn't really play all of those, I believe, Code Veronica and the Dark Side Chronicles, Umbrella Chronicles, Raccoon City, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really play that. I just stick to, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7. So yeah, that is our number 3 spot. Moving into our number 2 spot. Now, coming in at our number 2 spot, we have Call of Duty 2017. Now, this game is kind of hard to talk about just because simply we don't really know little to nothing about it. Obviously, I am a huge COD fan because that's mostly what my channel is based on. So I did have to put this on the list somewhere, but I didn't know exactly where to put it just because, again, we don't really know much about it. And I did want it to be kind of up high because, you know, it's Call of Duty. I'm obviously going to play it and I'm obviously going to enjoy it, unless it's like a Ghost thing where I just don't enjoy it. But Infinite Warfare isn't really like Ghost to me, so I don't really hate it that much. Ghost was the only game that I just didn't like, so I'm kind of glad that Infinite Warfare isn't really that bad. So yeah, so basically, since we don't know anything, because of lack of info, really, we are left purely to speculation and just ideas and all that kind of stuff. And one of the most popular theories is that the game will take place in the Vietnam or Cold War era, as many do not want another futuristic Call of Duty, which I can see why. However, I won't really mind it if it's another futuristic Call of Duty. More than likely, I do think it might be one, just because the development cycle, and I don't know if they've had enough time to completely rework it, but you never know. It more than likely may be. Keeping my fingers crossed that it is, kind of, because I do want a past feeling Call of Duty. I think that'd be really nice. So yeah, but we do obviously know that it more than likely will be made by Sledgehammer Games, unless Raven Software were to make one. However, I think Sledgehammer is going to be doing it because Raven wouldn't have enough time to make a new Call of Duty anyway, and more than likely it would probably be within like a two or 3 years from now, maybe, when Infinity Ward is actually supposed to do it instead of Sledgehammer. Just because, I don't know, it just take a while to make the game for Raven Software. So yeah, and the game will more than likely be released in the fall like it always is. And if there were more on this game, more than likely it would be at my number 1 spot. just because, again, you know how big I am on Call of Duty. So, yeah, again, it would be at my number 1 spot just because of the lack of info. It is not. So, yeah, that is our number 2 spot for now. Moving on to our last number 1 spot. And finally, coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is a remaster of the original 3 Crash Bandicoot games: Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped, which originally released on the PS1 and developed by Naughty Dog. The trilogy is made by Vicarious Visions, who previously made Crash Bandicoot Purple, which I actually played. I believe it was on the Game Boy Advanced, or the DS, or one of those two. So, you know, obviously they do have an experience with Crash. And published by Activision. So, basically this game is just a nostalgia trip for a lot of people. I'll get into more about that in just a sec. With a trailer releasing just yesterday of making this video at PlayStation Experience 2016, this game has already received high praise from Crash Bandicoot fans around the world, as it brings back the classic series who hasn't seen a release in close to a decade. So I believe it's been 8 years since we did last get a Crash Bandicoot game, and I'm really glad to have it back because I just can't wait to have this game. I can't wait to play it. It's going to be really nice and fun. Obviously, it's a trilogy, so it's going to last me a while before I get it. So, yeah. While I never got to really experience the original games until recently, I'm still really pumped to finally experience the trilogy fully. So, the first Crash Bandicoot game I owned and that I played, I believe, was Crash of the Titans. Now, a lot of people think that's probably one of the worst games in the series just because it changed everything, but honestly, I don't know if it's nostalgia, but I don't think it is. I just think it wasn't really that bad of a game. Honestly, I think it was a pretty good game for the most part. I don't think it was a good Crash game by all means. Like, if you go ahead and look back at the old Crash games, it's definitely nowhere near that for the most part. But I think it's definitely a good game that I can go back and play, and I do really still enjoy to play. But, you know, obviously I can't wait to play these newer Crash games. It's going to be like the old games, going to be really hard, but the only problems I ever had with the old games and what made it really hard for me was the controls and the graphics, because you couldn't really tell a lot of stuff. And now that you're able to move like with the analogs instead of the D-pad, it's going to be a lot easier for me. And I'm just so excited to play this game. You have no idea. Like, so whenever PlayStation Experience happened yesterday, I saw people talking about The Last of Us Part 2, which did not make it on the video because I'm honestly not that excited about it. Never played the first Last of Us. I did watch videos on it, but again, it's The Last of Us. Obviously, it'll probably be pretty good, and I might get it. It's probably going to be on you guys' top 5 for the most part because it's a really good game. Like, a lot of people say it's probably one of the best games in history. It's probably one of the best looking games of all time. A lot of people would agree with me on that part. So yeah, but for me, it's going to be Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, or just Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash 3 remastered, and it's going to be amazing. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to play these games. If you would go ahead and check out the trailer if you haven't already, it is really, really nice. Shout out to the creators of Vicarious Visions who are making it, because they're just giving a lot of people nostalgia trips. Whenever I saw people react to it, I just saw like a lot of them were crying, a lot of them were cheering, a lot of them were so excited about it, just because it was such like we didn't know when the trailer was going to release. It was back in E3 whenever they revealed that it was going to be happening. There was no trailer, no nothing up until now, and we finally get what we want, and it looks quite nice. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for my list for the top 5 games of the next year. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you guys would, please leave a like for all my hard work. This video right now so I had to re-record this 3 times. I had to record this the 3rd time over because twice the app crashed and I had to start all over again and make it all over. And you have no idea, guys, it's taken me probably an hour or more longer than it should have to be able to make this video. Yeah, obviously I'm tired, so yeah, honestly I'm sorry for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get this video up to 5 likes. I know that's asking for a lot, but I think we can do it. And yeah, I can't wait to play these games as they release, and I should be doing a Let's Play of each of them. So let me guys know if you are excited about that, because honestly, I'm just gonna be looking forward to these games so much that I can't wait. Like, it's like, even though this was the top 5, these games are really close together within like what I'm excited for. I'm gonna be getting them all, mostly, hopefully, on their release date. I believe Ukulele and Resident Evil are gonna be the first ones within the year to be released, and then more than likely, I believe mid-year will probably be Sonic, or maybe late in the year, but mostly mid to late year it's going to be Sonic, and there's going to be Crash, and then there's going to be Call of Duty. Obviously, hopefully none of these games get delayed and they actually release within the time frame that they've given us, and we won't have to worry about that. But it's still a possibility that they could get delayed. Hopefully not until 2018. That'd be awful if it got a 2018 release. It's like, more than likely Crash is going to be released late in the year, and it's my #1 spot, so obviously it's going to be awful. Having to wait that long. Okay, apologies for the yawns. I have been up making this for, you know, a good hour or so, longer than I should have, so yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that cool stuff if you are new around here, because more than likely there's going to be quite a few people watching this that are new. Hopefully this does get quite a bit of views. I'm just hoping, I'm hoping. We have hit 85 subscribers, which is awesome. Back in the day, Ukulele did a special video for 85 subscribers, and he grew pretty fast after 85. I think he's at like 130 something right now, and he barely even makes any videos. So I mean, that's great. I just hope the best for my channel, and I hope you guys hope the best for it too. People say clickbait, people say do all this stuff, people say just make different videos, but honestly, I mean, I do what works for me. I don't want to lose the respect of you guys, the 85 that are with me right now. So all you guys that are subscribed to me, I'm so glad that you're around, and hopefully we'll become something big, and you guys will always remember the times whenever I was real small and just had these videos like this. So yeah, guys, again, and yeah, and I'll talk to you guys later.